What to do with the folk? What's up, George? What to do, Gay? What up, Jess? What's popping with the folk? Hold on, one more time. Hey. Hey. What's up, Red Glove? What to do with the folk, man? You already know what to do, what it is, man. It's your boy DT3, man. We back with the business, man. Just wanted to slide through, man, with the folk, man. Holla at y'all about this quick little topic, man. I want to see what y'all think now. What is your top 10 pound for pound? What's your top 10 pound for pound? Who do you have as your top 10 pound for pound fighters right now? Who is your top 10 pound for pound? Thank you, Gabe. Appreciate that. Who your top 10 pound for pound? Please put it in one comment. Don't just put it like in one at a time. Just give me your top 10 pound for pound. Don't worry, I'll wait. I got a little time on my hands. But who is your top 10 pound for pound? You're not sure, Red Glove? Well, Ring Magazine is Canelo, number 1. Inoue, number 2. Crawford, 3. Usyk, 4. Spence, 5. Teofimo, 6. Loma, 7. Gennady Golovkin, 8. Juan Francisco Estrada, number 9. 10, Arthur Beterbiev. And you know what, Southpaw? I'm not even really worried about that because you know what? It is what it is with that, man. It is just because it's Lomachenko. That's all it is, bro. If it was somebody else, it'd been a different story. But because it was Lomachenko, I mean, the fact that people are arguing 4 or 5 rounds, the fact that people are arguing that he could have possibly pulled a draw or maybe even won that fight off of losing or giving away as many rounds as he gave away. The fact that people are really willing to argue that is kind of at this point is unnecessary, and I'm not even finna entertain it no more. As far as Lomachenko is concerned, any conversations involving that fight or anybody want to try to prove a point with that and all that, I'm no longer finna have any discussions about that at all. Right now, we finna talk about pound for pound. And I just gave y'all Ring Magazine top 10 pound for pound. Their pound for pound is pretty much similar to my pound for pound. My pound for pound top 10 is Canelo, number 1. Number 2, Terrence Crawford. 3, Inoue. 4, Jermell Charlo. 5, Teofimo. 6, Lomachenko. 7, Manny Pacquiao. 8, Errol Spence. 9, Navarrete. Number 10, Beterbiev. That's my top 10, pound for pound. So, anybody want to know my top 10 pound for pound at this particular time in boxing? This list can change in maybe a fight or two, depending on who fights who and when it happens. But right here, right now, this is my top 10 pound for pound. Number 1, Canelo. Number 2, Crawford. 3, Nue. 4, Jermell Charlo. 5, Teofimo. 6, Lomachenko. 7, Manny Pacquiao. 8, Spence. 9, Navarrete. 10, Beterbiev. Any questions? Any questions? Matter of fact, to save you some stress, I'm gonna make sure I got it right. I want to send you to the wrong one. There you go. Anybody who want to debate my top 10 pound for pound list, feel free. So come on, holla at me right here, right now. If you have an issue with my top 10 pound for pound. And again, my top 10 pound for pound. Canelo, Terence Crawford, Inoue, Jermell Charlo, Teofimo, Lomachenko, Manny Pacquiao, Spence, Navarrete, Beterbiev. I said Jermell Charlo. I got Jermell Charlo, number 4 pound for pound on my list. Jermell Charlo. So anybody who want to sit up there and say I be shitting on Jermell Charlo, I want y'all to come right back, bring your whole ass right back to the stream, so you can hear me say myself, and I quote, I have for my pound for pound list, DT3 the Boom Man, Jermell Charlo is number 4. He's number 4 on my pound for pound list. Okay. Jermell Charlo is pretty much on the verge of being the first light middleweight champion, undisputed light middleweight champion since Winky Wright, since he fought Sugar Shane Mosley. He is on the verge of making boxing history. And if we can give, shout out to Mark of Unrivaled Boxing Talking News. We had a conversation about this. If we can put Errol Spence top 5 pound for pound with just unifying, how come we can't put Jermell Charlo top 5 pound for pound, and he's one belt away from being undisputed? I understand you may not be sold on him, but he's one belt from undisputed. He's more accomplished in the sport of boxing than Errol Spence at this particular time. He's more accomplished than his brother right now, even with one loss. What y'all want to hate on with Jermell Charlo? He got one loss? Because he got one loss? I'm not a fan of the Charlo brothers at all, but I'm here to let y'all know I'll defend that one loss with every fiber of my being because I'm here for boxing. And the fact that Jermell Charlo is the most accomplished out of the two brothers, and he's more accomplished than Errol Spence at this particular time in his career, how can you sit up there and hate on that man just because he may have one loss? Or you may not like him because you may think he nuts or you don't like his particular style or what have you. But still, Jermell Charlo is still one belt away from being undisputed champion and the first 4-belt undisputed champion ever, and the first time we've seen an undisputed champion since Winky Wright beat Shane Mosley in early 2000s. You can't hate on that. That's all facts. Yes, the Jermell and the Charlo brothers are anal. They could be assholes. I get it. I feel you on that. I understand that completely. But what Jermell is doing or has done at this particular time in the sport of boxing says a particular volume for him and the sport. He is on the verge of making history, whether you like him or not. He's still finna make some history here. It don't matter if you gotta understand, his opponents may be weaker than Spence in your opinion, but he is still one belt away from unifying from basically clearing the division and becoming undisputed champion. And the first one since Winky Wright, bro. And I don't think his opponents are all weaker than Errol Spence's. So Raiders. I know. I got a Strata 11, bro. And something coming up, you know what I mean, on Unrivaled. Unrivaled doing something major right now. I ain't going to tell you, but you're going to have to wait for Unrivaled to unveil it for everybody. But Unrivaled got something big for y'all. Shout out to Mark of Unrivaled Boxing Talking News. He's actually the motivation behind the stream in the first place. But he got something big for y'all. So be on the lookout for Mark of Unrivaled Boxing Talking News. He got something big for pound for pound list and whatnot. So. Yeah, I got a Strata on mine. I got him a number 11 right under Better Beef. Right under Better Beef. Where T.O., I got T.O. right under Jermell. I got T.O. number 5, pound for pound. Teofimo Lopez, I have him number 5, pound for pound. What's up, Guido? I ain't even gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you the truth right here, right now. I had an issue with from 11, 10, and 9. Navarrete, Better Beef, and Juan Francisco Estrada. I had an issue. I didn't know where I could say I was probably being a little bit biased with Better Beef. I probably could have put Better Beef at 11 and put Juan Francisco Estrada at number 10, or put him at number 9 and Navarrete at 10 because Navarrete just won. But I feel Better Beef is a top 10 pound for pound fighter, so I put Better Beef number 10. Crawford number 2. I got Inoue number 3. Ring Magazine got Inoue number 2 and Crawford number 3. And I got Jermell Charlo number 4. So for all y'all that be saying I be hating on Jermell Charlo, I don't hate on Jermell Charlo. I just be telling the God honest truth about him, and y'all don't like that shit. Like, I don't have Errol Spence is not top 5 pound for pound to me. He's not top 5 pound for pound. No, Gabe. No. I don't put heavyweights on the pound for pound list. What's up, Notorious? I don't put heavyweights on the pound for pound list. I don't even have Usyk on my pound for pound. If I had a choice, I mean, what's my top 5 pound for pound? Canelo, Crawford, Inoue, Jermell Charlo, Teofimo. Top 5. Canelo, Crawford, Inoue, Jermell Charlo, Teofimo. My top 5 pound for pound right now. Any questions? Any questions? Anybody got an issue, feel free. Hit the link. Here you go. I gotta see Usyk win a belt at heavyweight. Usyk won a belt at heavyweight. I put him on pound for pound list. Hey, I mean, I feel you. I think that too, George. But I ain't gonna shit on Charlo. I mean, the dude nuts. He say some bogus shit most of the time, but the man still got them belts. He still got them belts. Hate him or love him, no matter what, motherfucker got them belts though. Yeah, so Canelo Crawford. I mean, Usyk is not bad. If you want to take Jermell out of there, that's fine. I understand that because he was undisputed and all that at cruiserweight, and he moved it up to heavyweight. I can understand that. I'm not mad at that. But I want to see Usyk win a belt at heavyweight. When he wins a belt at heavyweight, I'm putting him on there. I'm gonna change it up. I'm gonna change my whole list up. Depending on what's going on in boxing, I'm gonna change my whole list up. Like I said, my list could change depending on a fight and all that. I don't think Terrence Crawford is number one pound for pound. I had an issue with because I was gonna put Inoue number two pound for pound. I was debating with myself, going back and forth with Inoue and Crawford being number two. Because Ring Magazine got Inoue number two. I got Inoue number three. And Crawford number two. But that could change within a fight or two. Or just a fighter just being completely inactive. But that's my pound for pound. I'm gonna do more research on Juan Francisco Estrada. I didn't do too much research on him. I did a little bit. I watched a couple of fights of him. And I was like, okay, I like what I saw, but I want to do some more research on him. Check out his background a little bit because I don't know that much about him. How was Inoue higher than Loma? Well, Loma just lost. Inoue still champ. He's still top. He's still out here doing his thing, and I mean, he's still top 10 pound for pound. Like the fact that you are still top 10 pound for pound, Ralph, is saying volumes, bro. You can't be mad at the fact that Inoue is higher than him, but Lomachenko's still a top 10 pound. That's saying a lot, bro. That's still saying a lot. I don't know. I don't think Lubin is going to get caught with nothing stupid this time. I think Lubin is going to be a little more smarter about how his approach to Jermell this time. If he were to fight him, if Jermell gives an opportunity, and the only way Jermell would give Erickson Lubin an opportunity to fight him again, Erickson Lubin has to start beating people and beating top dudes. He said start beating like Tony Harrison. He had to start, like if Erickson Lubin. No, I wouldn't tell him to go for the WBO. That's bad business because that's the easiest way for the PBC fighters to duck you is if you were to go for a WBO belt. If you really want to get a fight with a PBC fighter, you got to go for like the IBF, the WBC, especially the WBC. You go for the WBC, you for sure get a fight with the with a PBC fighter. But you cannot go for the WBO. They will boycott the shit out of you if you try to go for the WBO. Because when they say stupid shit like win a belt and all that, they proved that with Terrence Crawford. Because once Terrence Crawford went to go get him a belt, he went and got the WBO belt, and he's still not recognized. He is recognized, but they don't want to recognize him because they don't want to recognize the WBO or whatnot. So it's stupid boxing politics, but I just noticed that if you want to get a real fight with cats in the PBC and all that, you gotta get like the IBF, the WBA, the WBC, and yeah, you have a better opportunity to get a fight with those guys. That's what I would be on, and that could really disrupt whatever they plans might be, because that's what I noticed the PBC organization, what they go after a lot of the time. They go after the WBC belt, WBA, IBF, that those are the belts they go for. They don't go for, nobody really cares about the IBO. I don't even know how the IBO is still, in a sense, like, out there and all that, but nobody respects the IBO, even though, like, you win the IBO, there's only one belt in that sanctioning body. If you have the IBO title, you're the only champion. There is no super, no interim, no none of that. You know what I mean? I really like the IBO. Like, if I was a boxer, I'd get the IBO title. That, because it's only one. There is no diamond, none of that. Ain't none of that crap going on to where you see this BS going on, like right now with Teofimo and Devin Haney, where you got Devin Haney. It's pretty much, I ain't gonna lie, Devin Haney's the paper champ. You're a paper champ, bro. They gave you the belt. You didn't beat nobody. Marcelo Suleiman, bro, you a sucker for that bullshit you did for even trying to make some shit like that happen. That don't make no sense whatsoever. I don't know what it would take to get there. That's a good question, Notorious. I don't know what it would take to get there. I would have to ask the right people that question. That's a good question that you asked me. Hopefully one day I will get the opportunity to ask the right person or the right people that question, because the IBO is, in a sense, the most honorable type of belt to have, because it's only one. If you are the IBO middleweight champion, that's it. That you are that. If you're the IBO welterweight champion, you are just that. There is no other. Once you have the IBO belt, you are that belt. There is no none of that. No intercontinental, no none of that bullshit. You get the IBO title, you the man in that sanctioning body. And it's not like that. You got the WBA where they got the regular and the super, and WBC got the diamond and the franchise and all this other bogus BS. IBF is cool. I don't hear the IBF having like no super, no interim, not that I know of. Unless y'all know something I don't know, I can ask Mark about it. Unless y'all know something I don't know, if like the IBF have an interim, or I know they don't got no super or no shit like that. No, they don't mention it, but when you go to the IBO website, they tell you how all, like, Lennox Lewis had it, Floyd Mayweather had it. They tell you all the top fighters that have ever held it. Anthony Joshua got it. Like, he's holding it right now. Like, that's the cool part about it. And like, why would AJ want the IBO belt if the IBO belt don't mean nothing? Why would he want it? Makes no sense. Why would he want it? Why would he have it? Why wouldn't he vacate it? Why would he care to keep that belt? Why he wouldn't just say, I don't want this belt. I'll take the IBF, the WBO, and I want the WBC. I don't care about the IBO. Why does that belt matter? You have to have it to be a undisputed. Teofimo don't have the IBO. I don't think Teofimo have the IBO. I'm just looking at it. I don't think you need the IBO for undisputed. But AJ got the IBO though. Hold on, I'm gonna check right now. I'm checking right now. Checking right now. 1, 2, 3. Nope. Yep. That is very true. Teofimo does not have the IBO belt around his waist. He has the WBC belt. He has the WBO belt. He has the WBA belt. He has the IBF belt. So as far as being undisputed, you only need the WBC, the WBO, the WBA, and IBF. No. Yeah, the IBO is nonprofit. He got it from Klitschko. Klitschko had it. That's who he got it from. He got it from Klitschko. To me, the most solid. Hold up, let me check you out. To me, the most solid belt is the IBF. They seem to take shit serious, especially when it comes to making weight, stripping if weight isn't made, rehydration limits, etc. Yeah, I like the IBF. The belts I would want would be like the IBF and the IBO. I ain't gonna lie. I want the IBO just because it's only one. I would go for the IBO and the IBF. Those are the belts I would really want. If I was a boxer, I would really want to get that IBF. IBF would get me seen by a lot of top guys. They couldn't avoid me, especially PBC guys, because they go after the IBF. Yep. He got it from Klitschko when they fought, because Klitschko had all the belts. Yep. Got them bad bitches from Klitschko. It reveals all the BS. They got so many different belts. The rankings fucked up. Man, look, I don't have the energy for all the different belts, the regulars, the supers, and all that. All you need is just one champion. You don't need all that franchise bullshit. You don't need all that. You don't need the diamond. You don't need that. You don't need it. There's no reason for it. It creates unnecessary BS. It creates ridiculous politics. That's not needed for any sport, for that matter. They all go. You're right, Frank. You right, Notorious. They all Frank Warren's fighters go for the WBO. They all do. And they're not going to get no smoke with none of the fighters that's over here in America, because none of these fighters over here in America, except maybe some fighters over on the top rank side, want to recognize the WBO, period. Yeah, Frank Warren, he want to recognize it. You got Eddie Hearn over there with the zone that he want to recognize it. But PBC, they don't give a fuck about the WBO, bro. They don't care about that. They don't. That's the money. They want money over there. If they can manipulate their way to get a belt and make some history and do some things, they'll do that. But it's a money grab. It's all about the money grab, bro. That's what it's about. You know what I mean? It's about selling yourself, building your brand, all that. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's not about fighting the best. You got to understand, if I fight somebody and I lose, it's going to be harder for me to build my brand. I got to build a certain mystique around my name to build my following, and then I got to get these people to believe in me in a certain particular fashion or way. It's a different game over there. Versus on the zone, they fight everybody, win, lose, draw, don't matter. All right, Notorious, I'm gonna holler at you. And Eddie win regardless, in a sense, because he's putting on good fights. He's putting on fights that, in a sense, people want to see, or he's more willing to put on the fights people really want to see. But people talk shit about Bob Arum, but Bob Arum do put on fights people want to see, he will make it happen. Thank you, Bob Arum, because he's the one that gave us the free fight on ESPN with Teofimo and Lomachenko. Versus PBC, they gonna make you pay for a Tank Davis and a Leo Santa Cruz fight, and we hoping Leo Santa Cruz puts up a decent fight. And it shouldn't be like that. We should go into this fight because it's a pay-per-view fight. We should go into this fight thinking that this fight is gonna be just like Lomachenko and Teofimo. We don't know. It's 50-50 fight. You got Leo Santa Cruz fans saying, man, Leo gonna do this and Leo about to do that, and Leo got a chin and he got pop and he's finna do this and blah blah blah. And he ain't Tank not finna stop him, and Tank don't got enough pop to stop. It should be a back and forth thing. It's not that. I would say probably 75, if not 85% of the people that I've spoken to, rather, no matter what culture they come from, have all said they believe that Tank is gonna get the W in this fight. For real, for real. And I'm not saying like I haven't heard no people say that Leo is not going to win or he doesn't have the potential to win. But mostly everybody, I'm going to say everybody, mostly everybody I've spoken to pertaining that knew about this fight believe that Gervonta Tank Davis is going to win the fight. I'm not sleep on him, Ralph. And I agree. That's why I'm going to put this up. Don't sleep on him. Don't sleep on him. Don't sleep on him. No, but Tank a pay-per-view star, and I say that with the quotation fingers. He's a pay-per-view star. But Teofimo got all the belts. Hey, Tank, check this out. Teofimo is unified, undisputed lightweight champion of the world. Yeah, you got your two division world titles. 3-time, 2-3-time world champion. Yeah, that's nice. That's awesome. But you just the money man. Teofimo is the man. He's the man to beat, not you. Period, point blank. I get it. You want to get the money. That's what you want to be about. I get it. There's nothing wrong with that. Get your money. Get paid. But guess what? That BS you telling everybody about how you getting the money and all that, guess what? Teofimo's still feeding his family. He still got a house he building. He putting together. I'm sure he's getting money, bro. I'm sure money's not an issue for him. I'm sure he's getting paid. And he's not glorifying his money at all. He's just winning belts. Why you trying to sit there and make it rain, rough up females at basketball events and do all stupid shit and all that to get dumb publicity and shit for your dog ass? Yeah. I get it. You trying to get the fame and all that. I get it. But Teofimo got the belts and the glory and the honor. While you sitting there doing dumb shit, making a bad name for yourself out here. You don't want no smoke with nobody. And Floyd ain't finna let you fight Teofimo. You know that. And Floyd, you know you're not finna let Tank fight Teofimo. You know you're not finna let that happen. That's not going down. You already put money on Teofimo to beat Lomachenko. You already came up 20 bands off that fight. So you know you ain't finna let your prize, your golden goose, you ain't finna let that happen. Because Tank to you is Canelo to Oscar De La Hoya. The only difference is Tank still needs your dog ass. And you got a noose around his neck because Tank needs you. So as long as Tank needs you, you finna play with him as long as you can possibly get him. Because he needs you for everything he got right now. And for what he finna get. But Canelo don't need De La Hoya like that. Canelo finna get on from De La Hoya and do his own thing. Tank can't do that. He can't do that right now. He needs you. And he trusts you too much. He got too much invested in you too much because you're smarter than him. You know the game better than him. So he gonna sit there and listen to you like a street nigga gonna listen, like a young nigga gonna listen to an OG. Because he don't know no better. Floyd got Tank wrapped around his finger. Because Floyd got the money. Tank, dudes like that, they are enticed by the money. They see that money. They see all that money, the cars. They see all the things they doing and all that. They see all those different trinkets and all that type of stuff, man. And they fall in love with it. Aaron Dingle, the show top. Yoka. Ooh, he got Yoka on there. Canelo, Nue, Crawford, Usyk, Strada, Teofimo, Pack, Chocolate, Idol, Taylor, Yoka. Okay, Dingo. I see you, Dingo. Okay. That's a nice list. I'm amazed. I'm feeling bad now. Like, But I ain't still going back on my list though. But I'm not paying for that fight with Tank Davis. Feel free for you to slid in, man. Give me your top 10 pound for pound. Where's that, baby? Deep. If you slid right in, man, please give me your top 10 pound for pound. That's what this is about. Give me your top 10 pound for pound. I like the pound for pound list, Aaron. I like it. I'm gonna give you my list. Aaron. Number 1, Canelo. 2, Crawford. 3, Inoue. 4, Jermell Charlo. 5, Teofimo. 6, Lomachenko. 7, Manny Pacquiao. 8, Earl Spence. 9, Navarrete. 10, Beterbiev. Yeah, me too, L-Dub. I ain't even think of bro for real, but I got you. Like, he's not even on my top 15. And he's on Aaron's top 10, so wow. That's crazy. It do belong on Showtime, not pay-per-view. That's why I'm not paying to see it. I'll wait for it to I'll catch the highlights. Okay, take a guess. 11. Take a guess, Aaron. Give me your guess from 11 to 15. What you think my pound for pound list from 11 to 15? Who is it? Take your wild guess. I'm not buying no paper. I ain't gonna say I'm not buying any Tank's pay-per-view. I would say if he fighting these type of fights, I'm not paying for it. But if he fights a decent opponent, I'll pay for it. But he not finna. That's the come up. That's how you come up on financially in the game. You get on pay-per-view. You get people you get that back end money. Did you talk to Mark? You talked to Mark, didn't you? You talked to Mark, huh? Mikey Garcia is not top 15 pound for pound. Hell no. What's up, Tim Rod? You right though, Aaron. What's up, D Hodges? You right, Aaron. You're exactly right. Number 11, Juan Francisco Estrada. 12, Gennady Golovkin. 13, Demetrius Bubu Andrade. 14, Dimitri Bivol. 15, Billy Joe Saunders. No, Taylor Plant. Hell no. No. Don't hit me up with no Benavidez. Don't hit me up with none of that. No Taylor, no Plant, no Benavidez, none of that. I don't hear none of that shit. Don't come at me with none of that shit. I don't want to hear it.
Naya, when you use
Why would he know my list? You'll see soon enough. You'll see. But I think you know though. I really do. I think you know on the under. But you'll see. I don't think Benavidez is not taking it serious. I don't think that's the issue. I just think he's not motivated. Benavidez is the guy that got to be motivated, and if he's not really motivated, he's not gonna give it his all. He got to be really, really motivated. He's that type of guy. I just don't think he's motivated enough. I think if we get a Khalid Plant fight, if they make that fight happen, he'll be motivated. But for sure, Aaron, I appreciate that. What's up, EM? I'm not mad at you. I'm just very surprised that you got it right on the nose. What's up, David A? I didn't even see you up there. My boy in the back. What's up, bro?
What's happening, man? How are you?
Not much. Chilling. Just giving you a little promo and also just fucking with my little top 10 pound for pound list.
Oh, nice, yeah. Yo, will I tell people what's going on? What I'm
Yeah,
doing?
man. I want you to tell them it's your thing. That's all.
Okay. So far I've got 14 different people to give me top 15 pound for pound lists. They're other channels, so it's like Boone. I've gone to Two Hands as well, Mr. Two Hands Up. Big up to him. I've gone to guys like D Jeff, uh, Ring IQ, just going all around the board, Boxing Librarian, Ultra Mining, their IBT, and I'm asking them for their top 15 pound for pound. And the reason I'm doing it is I'm going to take their top 15, and then if you come in 15th place, you get 1 point. 14th is 2 points, and so on until you get up to first place, and that's 15 points, right? So that's how this works. And then I'm taking every person's list and where they place a fighter, and pretty much doing a pound for pound list based off of a point system, based off of all of the channels and their knowledge and who they think is in there. And that way we can get the biggest consensus view across the board on what boxing fans actually think would make the best pound for pound list. So it gets rid of a lot of opinion and it puts it down to a consensus view, taking away a lot of the asterisks and bullshit.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it first from the man. I told you. He got something brewing. Something big. Mark ain't bullshit. Told y'all.
So it's very interesting. And here's my thing. I don't have any rules on what you can put into your pound for pound list because this is your pound for pound list.
Right.
So anybody could end up in here. Like a person who doesn't have a title could end up on this list. I don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck. If this is somebody's personal opinion, that's their opinion. If somebody picks a heavyweight, they pick a heavyweight. I don't care. You do your thing.
Right. Yeah, somebody asked me why I didn't pick a heavyweight. I don't put heavyweights on pound for pound list. That's not my thing. But, I'm sure somebody didn't slid a heavyweight on that thing.
Yeah, there's a few. There's a few people who have. I'm not against putting heavyweights in there.
I am. I'm completely biased on heavyweights being on the pound for pound list. That's the one thing I can honestly say I'm biased about.
You should check out my video on that. I did a very interesting historical take on it.
Why you gotta try to pique my brain? I hate when you do that shit. Then I have to actually think about some shit, sit down and put shit in perspective, and actually put some real brain power and shit. I hate you, Mark.
No, you don't. No, you don't. That's unfair.
Do you think Edgar Berlanga is ready for Benavidez? Hell no.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
He needs way more. He needs way more.
Not yet. I keep telling y'all, stop being so hyped up because y'all see a guy knocks out a bunch of moving punching bags 15 times, and then y'all think they the second coming of Jesus. No. So y'all need to stop. Y'all did that shit with Triple G. I mean, even though Triple G is still Triple G, but damn, y'all just no. Just no. Everybody think the new Triple G is coming. As soon as they see this guy, 15 knockouts, 15 fights, they think it's gonna be the next Better BF. Like, no.
Now you see, Better BF, he's 15-0 with 15 knockouts, but he's knocked out people like Alexander Vojtic. Berlanga's knocking out people like Bellows.
It's a totally different spectrum over here, people. Totally.
Even the people that you would call bums on Better Beef's resume, like Tavares Clouds or whatever that people call bums, these guys are actually at world level. They're top 30.
Yeah, they don't know nothing about that. They don't know nothing about that. Where do you got Teofimo on your pound for pound list, man?
Oh, you'll see in the video.
Have to give me some suspense. Ain't that a bitch? What was you asking? Hold on, let me get to your question, bro. Dragonland, let me get to your question. Oh, that was your question. You said you was just asking. Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's a monster knocking out 15 people that, 15 moving mobile punching bags, but I'm not really, impressed by dude. I'm not really. He got a little fame because he's now kicking it with Snoop Dogg and all that. That's great. That's cool. I don't knock that. That's cool for the youngster. But he need to fight somebody of some significance, to be honest.
They need to step him up a little bit now. They need to give him somebody who'll take him a few more rounds, who's tough, really rough. I'd say Vaughn Alexander would be the next person.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, you could look at someone like Steven Nelson. He's a very good fighter, Steven Nelson, unbeaten. Good boxer. He'll give him problems. And then after that, you can gradually step him up. Maybe David Lemieux? That would be 3 fights down the line. That's not bad. David Lemieux is coming towards the end. Yes, he is a problem because he hits really hard.
Mm.
But if Berlanga has skills like he says he does, it should be fine.
He should be, but I don't know, man. Going that people underestimate Lemieux. Even I did a little bit. You know what I mean? I thought Lemieux was gonna give Triple G. That was the fight that made me respect Triple G out of all the fights that he's fought. That fight made me respect him more because Lemieux was kind of more of a stay in the pocket, flat-footed, wing and ding. Like Triple G actually had to really show some things in that fight, and that's when we really I started to respect Triple G after that fight.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't go in there. I wouldn't underestimate David Lemieux. That dude could still punch. He's always dangerous. It's kind of like Ruslan Bavarnikov. You know what I mean?
I like that comparison. Actually, that's kind of crazy, but it makes sense. It makes sense. They're completely different fighters, but it does make sense. It's like even when Provodnikov, everyone's like he's shot. He went into a fight, he was completely shot. Dude was beating him up, and then Provodnikov went wild and started hitting the dude with headbutts and elbows and kicking him in the leg and started punching the face off of him. Fucking crazy. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's
I
just
love
like
Provodnikov. He's crazy. That dude's fucking crazy, man. And now people are like David. Everyone's like, oh, David Lemieux was shot in his last fight. Old dude was punching David Lemieux in the face, right? And then
yeah.
David Lemieux got pissed off. He hit him with an elbow and then started punching his head through the ropes.
That's what I'm saying. So it's just like I just feel like as long as dudes is in there and they feel like they can fight, they still dangerous. You know, they still got that in them, and they still know they got it in them. So I wouldn't ever underestimate them. That don't mean that I think that dude wouldn't put up a good fight against Lemieux. I'm just saying I wouldn't go in there thinking, oh, he's finna fight
Yeah.
Lemieux. He's finna go in there and watch. Like,
No, but
no.
I'm saying in a few fights, you know?
Yeah. I could say in a few fights we'll see, depending on how he handles those few fights. And even then, I'd still be a little question because I do have a sense of respect for the type of fighter that Lemieux is and the fact that he has experience. He's been in
Oh,
there.
we have a list here. We have Von Blue's list.
Oh, yeah, we got Von Blue's list up in here. I had already put it up there. I'll put it up there one more time.
Okay. Have a look at this.
Yep. Yeah.
Canelo, Crawford, Teofimo, okay. Inoue, Jermell, Usyk, Spence, Lomachenko. Lomachenko's obviously dropped down your list. I'm assuming he was in your top three. Estrada and Beterbiev. You know, I'll be honest with you. That's a pretty normal list. It is a pretty normal list. Those guys tend to be the 10 names in the list right now.
Just these are the consistent names you're seeing mainly in the top 10.
Across mainstream media, yeah.
Yeah, but even though Inoue is number 2 ring mag, Crawford is number 2 ring mag. Yep, he said he was. He was number 3.
Well, he has Teo number 3, and Vaughn asked the question, is he off having Teo 3? And Rick James is screaming, Teo shouldn't be on the list. He has 1 win over Lomachenko. Oh my god. So, Rick James, I'd like to know what your list is, because I'll break down why Teofimo's there. He's currently a 3-belt unified champion. He's done it in 16 fights. It's 16, yeah, 16 fights.
Yeah,
he's a 3-belt / 4-belt champion. He's lineal, by the way. Just so you guys know, that fight was between number 1 and number 2 in the division. According, this is how lineals get reformed in divisions, guys. Is when it's the main publications like Transnational, Ring Magazine, Cyberzone, and Boxing Monthly all have number 1 and number 2 in the division. This is how it gets reformed. This is where it's always come from. Lineal was always formed by the media. It wasn't ever formed by anybody or a promotional company. It was always by media. Historically, go back to the days of Matt Fleischer, Ring Magazine, 1922. So that's how it gets formed. All of those publications had those guys number 1 and number 2. They're the ones who were a part of the lineal forming process. So it was also for lineal. He has 2 champions beaten. He has a 3-weight world champion beaten who was a unified champion. He also beat somebody who was ranked consensusly inside ESPN, Cyberzone Boxing, TBRB, Ring Magazine, and Boxing Monthly's top 5 pound for pound. That's the reason he's on people's lists. It's true consensus viewing. I mean, don't forget, I remember in 1999, Floyd had 2 or 3 good wins in his career, 2 or 3 really good wins in his career, and he was rated number 1 pound for pound. And he didn't beat anybody who was on the same level as Lomachenko at that time. So there you go. That's the reason why. It's not a viciousness. It's not a biasness. It's just a basic rundown of how pound for pound lists tend to work. If you have a different idea or whatever on it, that's all cool. I mean, but you can't say He's not allowed to be on the pound for pound list. Pound for pound list is subjective, buddy.
Subjective. So when does he get the ring mag belt? He just got the ring mag belt when he fought and beat Lomachenko, bro. That's when he got.
It normally takes 4 to 5 weeks. It normally takes them 4 to 5 weeks to deliver. You know, Tyson Fury got his Ring Magazine title during, I think it was July after he beat. It took all the way till July for Ring Magazine to deliver that. Remember, we're in quarantine and lockdown worldwide.
I need the order though, D Hodges. I need the order. I put it up there. If you give me an order, I need you to give me an order. I need you to give me a number 1 through 10. I need you to stick to it. That's your story and roll with it. I already gave you my top 10 pound for pound. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Hate it or love it. That's what I'm rocking with. So I need you to give me a particular order from 1 to 10, 10 to 1, however you want to do it. But I need the order. I'm not going to put it up there if it's no particular order. Teo got to defend them belts first for a period of time. He's just not pound for pound status yet. Well, what is your? I keep asking you guys, what's your top 10 pound for pound? Just give me your top 10 pound for pound. If y'all, I could debate probably why Teofimo should be on the pound for pound list based on probably what your top 10 pound for pound is. I don't get why people think that Teofimo shouldn't be on the pound for pound list. I don't get it. Do you have an understanding why people think Teofimo shouldn't be on the pound for pound list, Mark?
Do I have an understanding?
Yeah. Do you think? Do you have a better view of it than I do? Because I don't understand why people do not. It's a lot of people that do not think.
Yeah, sure. I can give it to you. He's only made 1 title defense, and he's only been in 1 weight division. That's the argument against it. I mean, normally when you argue against people, they need the biggest arguments tends to be volume. You get what I mean? So, for example, if you look at, let's say, Golovkin, a lot of people used to say, Golovkin shouldn't be pound for pound. He's only been in 1 weight division. And then people are like, well, the argument is he's made 20 title defenses. And then people are like, well, that's a regular title. And then people are like, well, he made 12 of those title defenses while Stern was super champion, right? And he was regular. But Felix Stern didn't have a single fight during that time period. So Golovkin was technically the only champion in the
division. Okay. Well, he did defend his belt when he fought Loma. He did defend his IBF belt. And I get what you're saying. He's like, the top 1 title defense is not.
Yeah, he made 1 title defense.
So I get it.
But this is a guy who has had 2 title fights in his entire career, right? 2. And he is now the number 1 champion in the weight division. 2 title fights, and he did that.
And he's in position to possibly move up and fight the winner, Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez, and possibly go back-to-back undisputed fights. Possibly.
If he did that, that'd be crazy.
What you gonna say then?
Look, I'm gonna ask him, Rick James, who are your top 10 pound for pound? Because he's throwing a few critiques of everyone else's. So I'd just like to see his.
What's up, Charles D? I need an order, D Hodges. It has to be in the order from 1 to 10. I don't want to speculate. Because for all we know, we could say what's 10 could be 1. I want to know from 1 to 10. Who do you think is the best fighter in boxing, pound for pound, 1 to 10? What's so hard about that, D Hodges? I don't think that's really a big deal.
D Hodges, man, it's not that hard. I'll tell you this right now. Earlier today, Boone can testify to this. I sent people voice messages saying, yo, give me a top 15 pound for pound list. I'm working on something, yada, yada, yada. I didn't even give them much info. Within 2 hours, I had 11 people send me this back. 11 people within 2 hours. And they didn't instantly get the message, you know? Like, Boone got it about an hour after I sent it. You know, Boone?
Yeah.
And Boone said, I'll have to think about that. 10 minutes later, Boone's got me a top 10. He's like, hold on, I'm gonna check out some shit. 10 minutes later, Boone got a top 10. I'm like, I need 15. He's like, oh shit. But another 2 minutes later, he's like, here you go. Ain't that hard, man. All you gotta do is pick who you think is the best. Like,
You don't think that Rick James does not think there are 10 fighters that are worthy of pound for pound status? There are only a small group.
okay, well that's your criteria. So telling people that people don't belong in their top 10 pound for pound list when your criteria is different to them is literally just stupid. No offense, but like that's like me saying to Boone, yo, that's like Boone saying to me, oh, yo, Mark, no, your dick should never go inside of a fat girl. And I'm like, well, that's my taste. And he's like, well, that doesn't fit my criteria. That's stupid. Doesn't apply, man. Come on.
How dare you?
What an analogy.
I'm sorry, that was just hilarious. How dare I don't like fat girls, Mark. How dare you? I thought I was your friend. Okay? In the name of our friendship, you don't have sex with fat girls.
Thy penis don't belong in the bosom of thy fat wench.
I don't care. I don't care if she's cute. She's fat. She's over 250. No.
How do you know which fold you're fucking?
Okay. Anyways, but yeah, I mean, I'm just waiting. No one is really giving me their top 10 pound for pound, and that's really what I'm asking for. And everybody's sitting there just talking about other people's certain people's pound for pound that are posting it up and complaining. But what is your pound for pound list? That's what I want to know. Just give me your top 10 fighters. I don't care if you just give me your top 10 fighters. I don't care if they're all welterweights. Give me a top 10, whatever. Give me your top 10 pound for pound. I want to know. I want to see. I want to see what the world's looking at. Who is your favorite fighter? What is it? That's what I want to know.
I got Teofimo, Lopez Jr.
You feel me? Something. I mean, give me something. But anyway, it's all good, man. It's and Mark, man, you didn't since we live with the folk, you didn't even give me my answer to my my fantasy fights.
Oh, bro, I was fucking stalled when you said that shit. Hit me with the.
All right. Okay. I got Carl Frampton and McLaurin, the Irish Showdown.
Frampton and McLaren or Frampton and McWigan? Which one?
McLaren.
Jimmy McLaren?
Yep. Jimmy boy. OG.
AKA the greatest fighter from my country of all time.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, him.
I watched some film on him and I was like, I think Mark, I like him. I never knew shit about him until about like 3-4 days ago. No bullshit.
I know a lot about Jimmy McLaren. Jimmy McLaren beat the second most amount of individual Hall of Famers, like individual in history. 13. This dude has wins over Barney Ross and Tony Canzoneri. You're asking me if he can beat Carl Frampton? He beat Benny Leonard, man. He beat Todd Jarvia. He beat Fidel LaBarba. This dude went from flyweight to welterweight, beating everyone.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out to the Buddy Pacquiao fans.
Oh, snap. Okay, Black and Brown. What's up, Black and Brown? Yo, he put out his top 15. He gave me his top 15. Okay.
Yo, Black and Brown. Do you want me to use that in my video?
Because you got 15.
You got 15. I can take that and I can use it in the video if you want. I'm taking as many people as I can. The top 15 pound lists. So if you want that in there, just say so.
Yeah, let it be known, man. We gonna announce your top 15 though. Number 1, you got Canelo. Number 2, he got AJ, Anthony Joshua. Number 3, he got Teofimo. Number 4, he got Nui. Number 5, he got Terrence Crawford. 6, he got Jose Ramirez. 7, Josh Taylor. 8, Joe Spence. 9, Usyk. 10, Juan Francisco Estrada. Number 11, Jermell Charlo. 12, Tyson Fury. 13, Navarrete. 14, Beterbiev. 15, Bivol. I don't know about Jose Ramirez, Josh Taylor though. You killing me with that shit at 67. You hurting my spirits, bro. Like I my heart just dropped with that shit. I mean, I get you, Black, but goddamn, come on, man.
Yeah, look, man, it's his list. It's his list. Too many people critique everybody's lists, man.
Yeah, you got that.
Do you have any idea what I can do to people's pound for pound list?
Yes,
I can tear them all apart. I don't. Everybody has a right to their opinion, man.
All right, thank you, D. Hodges. Here we go. Got number 1, Terrence Crawford. 2, Canelo. 3, Manny Pacquiao. 4, Spence. 5, Jermell Charlo. 6, Mikey Garcia. 7, Inoue. 8, Usyk. 9, Teofimo. 10, Deontay Wilder.
Wilder above Fury.
Hey, you said this.
Okay.
Your 140 is your favorite. I feel you.
Don't forget, he from California too.
Yeah. He literally like 30 minutes from me. He in Sac. I'm in Fairfield. He only like 30, maybe 45 minutes from me, depending on traffic. If traffic really bad, it's gonna take like damn near 2 hours.
Yo, put his pound for pound list back on the screen. I'm gonna screenshot that.
Gotcha.
Just so I can take it for later, you know? I got that shit. Listen.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, Notorious's pound for pound list is Canelo, Crawford, Inoue, Usyk, Teofimo, Loma, Triple G, Josh Taylor, Jermell Charlo, Manny Pacquiao.
Interesting.
It's a lot of interesting lists, man, I'm seeing now.
It's interesting.
Very, very, very. I see what you mean. You will see some very interesting lists. Really. Heavyweight, hold up, 115. What's your pound for pound, L Dog? Have I ever really seen L Dog on my channel for a live before? Not that I can recall. But what's up, L Dog? Shout out to MXBC. What's your top 10 pound for pound? I'm gonna get a couple more lists before I get up out of here, because it's finna be bedtime for the little ones. You know, we don't keep them up late over here. Come on, lady. Give me your top 10 pound for pound, L Dog. Give me your top 10 pound for pound.
He doesn't know about pound for pound right now.
Man, you better figure it out. That's what you. If you come here about that shit, then you shouldn't have came up in here. We about pound for pound, bro. What's your top 10 pound for pound? That's what we talking about.
When I came up in here, right, I was looking through all of these pound for pound lists, right?
Yeah.
On one of them, like, I was like, okay, yeah, somebody watches his boxing. Aaron Dingle really watches boxing, man.
Yeah. He really called me on board. He's like, I'm just a listener. I was like, I see.
Yeah, I heard you were like, yo, did you talk to Mark? No, bro. That's just one of my subs. That dude's been sub to me for like 3 years.
Man, like he knew my last 5
Yeah.
to the letter. I was like,
that
wow.
dude predicts some of my shit too, man. He crazy.
He's nice. He is nice. All right, Teofimo. We got one from my boy Teofimo. Fight news. Eat punch. We're gonna get these last few before I get up out of here. Teofimo Lopez. Fight news. My boy. He got Pac-Man number 1. Inoue number 2. Crawford Number 3,
No,
Canelo.
he has Crawford anyway 2A,
Oh,
Crawford 2B.
okay. So you got them tied for 2.
Yeah,
Okay.
then he has Canelo 3,
3 and
Chocolatito 4,
Tito Gonzalez number 4, Estrada 5, Turviev 6, Jermell Charlo 7, Josh Taylor 8, Earl Spence 9, Tyson Fury 10.
and 10B is Navarrete.
Okay. E-Punch. If I drop the link, you'll give me a pound for pound list, or are you gonna have to make it quick? All right, E-Punch's pound for pound is number 1, Canelo, 2, Bud Crawford, 3, Manny Pacquiao, 4, Nue, 5, Navarrete, 6, Triple G, 7, Loma, 8, Usyk, 9, Beterbiev, 10, Billy Joe Saunders. I put only fighters that I thought fought at least in 2 divisions.
That's not true, though. You put Triple G and Beterbiev in there. Triple G's only fought at 160 and Beterbiev's only fought at 175.
Somebody wants to see Hergovich. Somebody's mad Hergovich is not on nobody's pound for pound.
That's L-Dog.
Yeah, somebody's a little upset. I got the link right there, man. Give me your top 10. Feel free, man, real quick to give me your top 10, and then we're going to slide up out of here. You know what I mean? Because I got to get with the family. It's 10 o'clock. What time is it where you at, Mark?
6 a.m.
Jesus, take the wheel.
I got home from work at
What's
about
up,
3.
DT3, man?
What's up, L-Dog?
Hey, it's my first time on your channel, so I'm going to hit subscribe and I'm going to hit the like button, man.
Appreciate it.
Sounds like you're having a good conversation. Now, top 10 pound for pound. I was actually thinking about this today, and I'm trying to come up with a criteria. But right now, number 1, this is just like a brainstorm, kind of like a prototype.
Go
So
ahead.
I got number 1, Inoue. Number 2, Usyk. Number 3, Pacquiao. Number 4, I think I got Estrada. Number 5, Roman Gonzalez. Number 6, Crawford. Number 7, Teofimo. Number 8, Loma. Oh, man, this is where it gets tough. I'm going to say number 9, Josh Taylor.
Come on, one more.
Number 10, Kosai Tanaka.
Okay, I have one question, right? Do you know what my question is, L-Dog?
Yeah.
Where's Canelo?
If you fail a drug test, you can't be on my pound for pound list.
Hey, you said we can't judge him. That's his list.
No, I was
That's
just
part
asking.
of the criteria.
I was just asking.
Okay.
That's all I was asking. Where's Canelo?
Because I know a lot of people are going to say, and look, I think Canelo's a phenomenal fighter, and I would have him number 1, but he did fail a drug test, and his best wins are with rehydration clauses and catch weights, and that's something I want to factor into my pound for pound list. If you beat someone with a rehydration clause or a catch weight, it don't count.
Okay, so Manny Pacquiao's win over Oscar De La Hoya don't count.
Right, but he's still got good wins over Tim Bradley, over Keith Thurman, over many other opponents.
Wasn't there a rehydration clause in the second fight with Bradley?
No, I don't think so.
I thought there was. I could be mistaken.
Yeah, but that's what I'm thinking, man. And I said Chocolatito, right? I put Chocolatito in there, man, because you know what? In my opinion, like a loss, if you don't have a world title, it is kind of hard to put you in there. But as soon as, he lost his world title, but as soon as he won his world title back, that's a big thing, especially coming back from a loss like that.
3-decade world champ.
Yeah, man. Chocolatito is a legend, bro, and I can't wait for this fight this weekend, man. Israel Gonzalez, man. I don't know why the odds are that wide. He's a good fighter. I don't think he'll win, but he actually, when he fought Caliafai, he reminded me a little bit of Quadras.
I kind of like how close the odds are on Estrada versus Quadros, man. Like,
Oh, I was pissed off I missed out on that, bro. They were doing $1.40 on him on Estrada, and I was like, I was gonna
what's
put
that?
down
What's that in fractional odds? Not decimal, fractional.
1.4. Man, that's like
1-3.
14 divided by 10, 7/5.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do that for me, bro.
Yeah,
Well,
7/5.
7-5. Fucking hell. Sure, it's not 5-7.
Yeah, 7/5. 7 divided by 5 is 1.4.
Okay.
So I mean, that's what I was gonna, cause I want big on Tio, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Teofimo Lopez, man.
he wasn't big on Teofimo. Well, we got L Dub's top 10, and I'm gonna read his top 10, and then I'm gonna get up out of here. But his top 10 is number 1, Canelo; 2, Teofimo; 3, Manny Pacquiao; 4, Newey; 5, Loma; 6, Triple G; 7, Crawford; 8, Usyk; 9, Chocolatito; number 10, Tyson the Gypsy King Fury. I mean, I like what I'm seeing. Different. Everybody's list is different. Nobody's list is really consistent aside from the average person. Got Canelo number 1. Mostly everybody got Canelo number 1. Crawford has been kind of in the mix here or there towards the end of the stream here or there, but I like the list. We're gonna have to do a little more later on. I didn't plan on doing it too long because it was late. Like I said, I got to get up out of here. It's bedtime for the children. I want to thank my boy Marco from Rival Boxing Talking News for being the motivation for this live stream in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, early in the stream, like he was the motivation behind the stream. He got something coming up for the pound for pound list. So tune in to Unrivaled Boxing Talking News. He got something big for pound. I want to send a special shout out to Elk Dog and MXBC. Thank you for sliding on to the panel today, man. And any closing thoughts you want to take out here, Mark?
And no, thanks for having me on, man. Always a pleasure. To everybody in the chat, make sure that you hit the like button on your way out the door. If you are new to the channel or watching this on archive, please do subscribe to DT3 the Bill Man. Also, check out all of the MBBC channels. Make sure you go and check out the brothers, and take care.
All right, y'all.